Hi everyone! Mukha na akong kinukuha ng liwanag. But I hope that you could see me clearly. Well, my face is not important, but at least you could see that there's a person inside here in the screen. First thing is, I hope that you're doing well. I hope they're doing fine and doing all right. I want you to stay dry. Sana ay hindi binaha ang inyong bahay. And I know that you don't want us to have a class, but it's hard for us not to have a class kasi our problem would be uh, our midterm examination is until September, and we only have until December to finish all the class that we have and have the final exam. And it's hard for us to maximize everything, especially the third year students next week will be having their activity. And they will also be indoors in the following week. So medyo baka mawalan tayo ng, not classes, but sa ang TED family ay, the teacher ed family will not be around. So my dog here would assist you. Ayan, assist me pala as if naman may tulong siya, pero at least he'll be with me. I hope you also have your comfort food with you, comfort people, and comfort pet. Ayan. So siya ay aking comfort pet. Although he doesn't do anything much aside from eating, but she accompanies me every time. So our lesson for today will begin with the previous lesson that we have. So isang jump pack natin siya para hindi kayo mahirapan and para tuloy-tuloy yung lesson. I'll be also sending you the drive for your PowerPoint presentation so that you could review for our quiz. So sabi ko naman sa inyo, dun sa mga nagtatanong about dun sa drive natin ay dun sa PowerPoint presentation, I will give you the whole PowerPoint presentation after ng lahat na buong lesson na discuss. Kasi there are some activities and now you will do it with answers dito na gagawin natin on the spot. So ayoko naman na, at saka sayang din kasi you have your notebooks with you. I am requiring you to have a lecture. That's why it's important. So currently, napakalakas ng ulan. Habang sinushoot ko to, biglaan na naman. So ayan. Kaya nakakalungkot kasi ang nakakalungkot kasi I know all of us would like to have class na. Kidding aside, no? Pero we want to have a class because having a class helps us to review. Minsan, ang first year, lagi kong sinasabi sa mga first year students natin na, ay hindi lang first year, but lagi kong sinasabi sa mga estudyante natin na huwag niyong pangarapin na magkaroon ng mabawasan yung klase. Kasi pag nabawasan yung klase, kayo pong mahihirapan dahil yung mga gagawain nyo ay hindi siya mababawasan. And hindi natin pwedeng sabihin, okay lang, kasi naman ganun talaga. No. Because we are a board. Tandaan ninyo ha, board tayo, may board exam po tayo. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag may board exam kasi ang isang course, after a while, ini-exam siya at matinding exam talaga siya ha. Baka po sabihin nyo ay chinichenis ko lang kayo. But true yan, okay? So, board course kasi tayo, that's why kailangan talaga natin ang matinding pag-aaral. Okay? So, yun lang. So, let us start our discussion for today. So, going back. So, I'll be sharing my screen. Pagod ka na? So, you're very tired na? Tired na siya na nakaupo. Ayan. So, babay ka muna. No? Okay. So, you go down. Okay. Ayan. Tapos na ang pag-HOS natin. So, I'll be sharing my screen. So, I hope that you could see it. Ayan. So this is my screen, and I hope that you can still remember this one. This is my first topic. So last time, our topic is all about introduction to linguistics. You have shared what you think you would learn, and I told you, so some of you, oh, this is what you will learn. Okay. But we began our lesson with home. Each of us says home in a different manner. For example, how do you say home in your native language? I asked, may balay, So may mga iba-iba kayong words sa native language. And the term native language refers to the language that you are born with. Like for example, my native language is Tagalog, not Filipino, because Filipino is the whole nation. That is our in Filipino, pambansang lengguwahe. It encompasses everything. So hindi siya Tagalog lang because there are some Tagalog words that was not used to other places. And Tagalog ang native language ko. And then, the second language would be, tandaan nyo, the second language would be English. So, dun sa mga hindi Tagalog yung first language nila, their second language would be Tagalog and English. Diba? So, it makes sense. Kunwari, you're Kapampangan. So, I forgot the term we use for Kapampangan, yeah, the words. But kung ano yung dialect or language na ginagamit niya, yun yung first language niya or native language. The second language would be Tagalog and English. And then after that, the Mandarin for English majors, that would be your foreign language. Makes sense. And there's a reason why some areas may foreign language nila yung English. I think i-discuss siya in the Purposive Communication or Language, Culture, and Societies by Brad Katchrew. Sinabi niya doon sa kanyang sa TESOL during 1994 that we have different circles. We have the inner circle, so that the first language would be English. Usually sila yung mga Great Britain, lahat ng parts ng America, so that. And the second circle, the inner, outer circle yata yung tawag ko. I forgot the term Pero yung second circle nila, yun yung mga nasakop ng mga Amerikano, ng British. So English yung second language nila. And there's a reason our second language is English as well. And the third circle, which is the outermost circle, therefore the English is their foreign language. They use English as something for education purposes, for business purposes. Ayan, sa mga industry, so yun ang kailangan nila ng English. We'll just say the same if we refer to an idea of a place, person, entity where you find comfort. So home is also used for house and other place things. So, okay, so we have already answered home. Now, after that, we have also discussed language is defined. How was language defined? It is a form of linguistic communication, speech communication, cognitive ability, and culture base. Language, again, is defined in 4: linguistic communication, speech communication, cognitive ability, and culture base. So let us check why it is defined the 4. So first thing is verbal communication. Now, for language, production of sound matters. What does it mean? Everything that we speak, the sounds that we do matters. It's different, isn't it? Verbal is just communication is different. Ang production ng sounds niyan. Sound matters kasi i, o, u. Okay, so iba-ibang sound yan. Lalo sa Mandarin, ibang ganun. Ganun, di ba? So it's different. As speech communication, language is about the production and reception sounds. So you produce the language and you receive the language. May mga letters siya na meanings and symbols na nag-generate sa utak ninyo. And it's innate to humans. Now, we dig in with the innate to humans. Innativist theory by Noam Chomsky. It means that only human beings are of course, has the ability to produce a language. Other animals, they can communicate, isn't it? So sa snake, they have sensors using their tongue. Ganon. So the whales also communicate. They use sounds, birds chirp, dogs bark. Diba? They have a sort of communication. But in language, in humans, we communicate. We could speak. Even if we're not allowed to say, there are other means of communication. We could still write. The blind could read using Braille. The mute mutes, the person who is mute, they can communicate using hand signals, or they learn other hand signals. I forgot the term we use that. Sign language. Yeah, is it? That's also part of the language. So it's innate to humans that we understand, and our brain is very intricate. Intricate in a way that it is very delicate, intricate, that you cannot understand. And you know that, especially right now, mental health awareness is very important. So sa mental health ng isang tao, we don't just use, okay, depressed ka. It's not just depressed, but there's an underlying things that you could do. Maraming factors pala siya. So that is how intimate yung sa human beings natin. Our brain is very good, very delicate. Kakaiba siya sa mga ibang tao. Through the use of the speech organs, humans are capable of transferring information even in the shortest amounts of time. So we use our speech organs kahit na saglit lang. Kasi before, sa animals, sometimes isn't it, some animals, they communicate differently. Parang, ha, 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 ha. Ganun. But still, some animals are clueless. Although human beings sometimes are clueless, but we could state whatever we want. And that's the reason why, isn't it? If we have, it is said that when a dog is sick, you just don't know why are you sick, what's wrong with you, what hurts. So because the dog will just not eat, or just be lethargic, like a kid who just lethargic as well, or yung mga baby na ano, 'di ba? It's hard. But if we humans, ang sakit ng tiyan ko, mommy. Okay, so we need someone, it's either we will give them the medicine for stomach ache, or maybe we will go to emergency room, and then the kid will check, oh, what's wrong with your stomach? Oh, 'di ba? So it's easier. And sometimes, yung utos ng ating nanay, so parents could easily say, ano bang gusto mo? Okay, so they could just tell whatever they want in a very short little amount of time. Now, in any interaction and whenever language is used, humans use the articulatory mechanisms of the vocal tract to produce strings of oral sound. So whether every sound, every phonetic, every phonemes, every alphabet letters have their different sounds, and also the pronunciation of words differ from what is it is near with. Like for example, the Sean, di ba? Isn't it Sean? Eion, shen, shen, vacation, di ba? And vacation, ano pa ba yung may mga Sean? Relationship, di ba? And in addition to that, pag may mga rules din tayo eh. For example, di ba yung mountain? Mountain. It's not mountain, it's mountain. Mountain. Kasi yung T-A-N-N, mountain. Hindi siya tain. Tin, mountain. Okay? I'm climbing. Yung letter B sound, there's also rules. Lahat ng may B, hindi siya binabanggit. Like for example, comb. Wala siyang comb. Diba? Hindi siya ganon. Climb. No, it's climb. Okay, I'm climbing the mountain. Yeah, ganon. Actually, then sa word na yan, naalala ko si Sara Duterte, Shiminit like, yeah. So Shiminit. We're very fond about her kasi Shiminit like, when I was 16, di ba? Pero very ano siya, very blended version na yung Shiminit niya, it's she may not. So, but if for example, you will really blend that she may not. She may not. Parang ang outing version ng she may not. Because in other countries, they blend words. And they also are a fan of it's either over articulating words or over the New Yorkers, they use very arte. So it's really important for them. Like before when I was younger, I don't know if you could remember, hindi naman siguro, no? Parang tanda ko sa inyo ay maybe 10 years or less. But back then I was in high school. There was this lady who said, I don't know if you're familiar with I'm a liar. So, are you telling me that I am a liar? Yeah, di ba? I am a liar. Dapat siya, that's the word. But since I think her background is, she speaks well in English. So nagalit siya doon sa security guard because the lady guard because back then ang sinasabi ni security guard ay ayaw siyang papasukin. Basta may pinagkakaisahan sila. And then when the security guard, according to Miss Amalayer, ay nakita na may mga nag-video na sa kanila, iniba niya na yung tono niya. Parang binago niya. So nagalit siya kasi lalo siyang nagalit dahil nung una galit sa kanya si Lady Guard pero nung nakitang may mga naka-video na, nag-iba ng tema. So siya tuloy ang mukhang may kasalanan. But of course, that's her point of view. Sabi niya doon sa video, "Are you telling me I'm a liar? I'm a liar?" So siya si I'm a liar girl. So ang spelling niya, pag para, di ba si Shimanet, Shiminete. So si Amalayer, diretso siya na A-M-A, ama, liar, L-A-Y-E-R. So, I'm a liar? Are you telling me that I'm a liar? Yeah, so the blended version siya. So, same with Sara Duterte. She sounds like, yun, ang arte mo. But, that's actually sound correct. Sound correct. But the mga arte version siya talaga. Like Kim Kardashian, yung mga Shin, Meh, Shin, di ba? Ganun. Ang arte niyang pakinggan. But, that's actually part of that culture eh. Ganun sila talaga magsalita. And if we will really follow the English language, there is something that, especially if we really found the sounds, and also every place in the US, they speak differently. That's why we don't need to be very harsh with other. Kaya lang kasi ano sa Philippines kasi that the Visayas, mga ganon yung mga tema na parang ay ano ba yan, ba't ganon? So parang basta it's different. Now, these sounds are transported through the air in wavelengths. So air is very important. The sound is received, translated, and interpreted by the brain. Language indeed is a remarkable means of communication. So it means to communicate. So the sound are transported through air in wavelength. That's why when there's no air, it's hard to speak. And also, if you don't have the complete set of teeth, especially with this region, ito, this part of the teeth, it's hard na wala kasi nagaganon. Lumalabas yung air. It's different. Yeah. Some people, they have F defect. Kasi, instead na their tongue is sticking the so naka-close yung mouth mo like this one, S, S. So, dapat naka-curve yung S mo. S, S, So, may hangin. S, S, letter S. So, some people, if they have problems with this one, yung S nila kasi, napupunta sa yung dila nila, nakadiretsyong ganon, nakaganito. So, S. So, it's a combination of F and S. Kasi ang F, ganon, di ba? F, F, F. So, yung dila niya, nadadala ng S, F, okay, S, S, S. Okay, so, it's also part of it eh. So, the sounds is also very important. And that's the reason why when we speak, I hope that you know that when you speak, you need, especially if you are discussing things, I hope that you're aware that it should come from the stomach. It seems that you are singing, isn't it? In songs, we sing using our diaphragm. Sa chan natin ang gagaling everything. Chan, chan, chan. So, now, sa. So, dapat dito nagagaling sa diaphragm because mas malaki. Kasi pag dito nanggaling, ano ba maganda? I am talking to you. I talking to you. Parang ganun, di ba? Parang pag hindi mo siya iniipon, or you're not, singing kasi, yung when we sing, the manner of the sounds, that the air that we release, nandito siya sa loob. So, lumalaki yung diaphragm natin. Like, di ba? Parang nakapigil siya. And when we speak, it should be like that. Kasi pag dito siya nanggagaling, ang liit lang ng leg natin, ang liit lang ng throat natin, gas-gas siya. And that's the reason why when we sing, it should come from the diaphragm. Dito. klase. Pag sa nasal natin ginamit, ito ay ang mangyayari sa atin ay masasaktan ang ating ito. So it should come from here, not there. Okay, so there's a difference. Para kang kumakanta, part yun. Now, in the speech organs, my dear students, please memorize this one. So we'll be having a quiz about the parts of that. And I already told you about that matter before. So as you can see, the number 1 is the lips. Lips yan. 2, teeth. Then 3, the alveolar or the teeth ridge. Number 4, the hard palate. Number 5, the soft palate or the velum. 6, the uvula. 7, tip of the tongue. Ayan, tila yan. 8, blade of the tongue. Ito na. 9, back of tongue. 10, vocal cords. Vocal cords. And pharyngeal cavity. Typically, andyan yan eh. But sa ibang language, aabot sa epiglottis. Kung mapansin ninyo, iba ang magsalita ang mga, tawag dito, ibang magsalita po ang mga Arabo. Basta kanila kasi mas malalim pa. So yun, the more na malalim pa talaga sila. Okay? So, that's part of it. Next. Language is also a mental process. It always believed that the brain processing of a person is observed in his or her language. What a man says is reflective of his or her thinking and how his brain works. So language is some form of human intelligence. Now, when we speak, we are observed by people. We are observed by other people talaga. And the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves will be part of this one. Kasi back then, maybe some of you will think, memorization lang po yung sa brain eh. Pag matalino ka po, ganito. But no, my dear brothers and sisters, no. You need to know how to handle your words. You need to know how to choose your words appropriately. Because, my dear, I know that some of your parents will tell you na, nak, hanggat maaari, ang away ay i-resolve. It should be like that. When we have arguments, the first thing that we do is to need to resolve. Pero, it's different if we will just, I forgot the term, takpan siya. It's different. Like for example, palagpasin mo na. No, it's not about papalagpasin, but you need to know how to communicate your problem very well. They need the kids and you in the future adults, you need to communicate it very well. Like for example, you will be in the workplace and you could see that your members are not especially for example, yung mga may age differences. It's either it's too young for you or too old for you. And you need to know how to talk to them. You cannot I forgot the iwas eh. You cannot iwas because at the end of the day, you will work with them. And if you are a public servant or you will work in the government, malamang magkikita kayo niya. So, hindi pwedeng iiwasan. Hindi pwede yung, wala ko pakialam sa kanya, kagalit kami. Yeah, hindi siya pwedeng ganon. Hindi siya pwedeng matapos basta-basta sa ganong parte. Okay, so always remember that. Now, next is all right. How did you know these people? First and foremost, I hope when I asked you before, how did you know this person? Some of you know it as Miriam Defensor Santiago. And last time umabot tayo dito, alam ko dito tayo natapos kasi si Miriam Defensor Santiago, she is known for being She is known for being matapang. Sabi niya, I eat bullets for breakfast. Ngayon kasi, nabutan natin siya, ano na, parang joker na. So, yun yung nadinig ko sa inyo. But, she is the Iron Lady because there's a reason. A reason to become an Iron Lady because she knows very well about politics. And you cannot it's hard to defend yourself around her. Alam na alam niya yan. That's why we love her. She's the president we never have because Miriam Defensor Santiago is a woman of words talaga. Nakakatakot siya, per se. Nakakatakot siya kapag you did something wrong. And kakaiba talaga eh. Kakaiba yung feeling niya. There's a reason why she is like that. Ang galing niya, sobrang nakakatakot siya kapag ano. And the way she carries herself. You need to explain yourself because that's how she was raised. That. Now, Sian guys, I know you very well, the chismoso ng bayan. So, because of his credibility when he was starting, bago siya naging chismoso ng bayan, and he is well aware of this one, and he's very proud of it. Ano siya parang he's a celebrity in which ano siya nakakainis kasi ang dami niyang mga kalokohan sa buhay, scammer, ayan. Pero, nagawa niya na mabaligtad from scammer to chismoso ng bayan. But his credibility is really good ngayon. So, ang dami niyang mga sources na, at hindi siya nagpo-post basta-basta na yung sources niya ay mali. Pero, I'm not saying he's good. Because knowing that you're the chismoso person, it's not a good reason, di ba? Pero of course, that's what he wants. Tulfo. Okay, I remember one of my students said na, naku ma'am, paborito ko talaga si Tulfo. Kasi si Tulfo si Tulfo daw kasi, napakagaling. Dahil daw, kumbaga, yung mga words na ginagamit niya is really, really good. And this one, although he is a public servant, it seems, but the way he handled himself when he's mad, it's not good. Siya yung mali. Kaya, ang pangit ng nangyari. Kasi syempre, dahil siya nga yung mali, ang nangyari sa kanya ay, alam ko napatawag siya eh. So, and I hope you know this one. Now, the thing is, it's a mental process. Language is a mental process because you need to know how to carry yourself whenever you're okay, whenever you're mad. The way you handle your words correctly, it shows your intelligence. Sabi ng iba, magaling po ako kasi matalino ako yung number 1 sa ganito. But still, at the end of the day, oo, magaling ka, yes. But knowing how to reason and talking about carrying yourself is another thing. Ibang usapan yun. Now, language is a cognitive ability is professed as an instrument of thinking where language mirrors the mind. Paano yung nasa isip mo, syempre yun yung nasa tongue mo. So magkadugtong siya. Brain functions. How you view. Kaya minsan merong mga tayong kilalang tao na ano ba yun? Anong klaseng utak meron ka? May ganun, ano? You want to ask, what kind of brain do you have? Why do you reason that way? What's wrong with you? Diba? Parang isa yun sa gusto mo itanong sa kanya eh. Kasi, ang labo ng reason niya, and ang pangit na talaga mag-isip. May mga ganun tao. And humans are equipped with the same configuration of the speech organs. Not all people are using it as eloquent as good at playing with the words and using a particular language. Sometimes the use of, I was always told that my voice is good because that's why I'm always an MC or I teach voice, not voice lesson, of course, but they said, okay, and I was actually sharing how I do this, and I don't know, but They said it's good. I haven't heard my voice in different way. Although sometimes I do modulate my voice. Like for example, because I want to be like Inka Magnaye. Welcome to Philippine Airlines. Ah, ganon. I actually want to be like that. But of course, it's a tiring job. And isa yan, hindi lang siya basta-basta. So all people have certain native tongues, but not all people communicate the same. And you know that. In your class, imagine there are some people that is loved by everyone, not because they're good, but they know how to handle their tongue. And some people are not because yes, they're my dear students. There is a good. I know we are told that you need to say. Let's not tell a lie. It's nice to tell the truth, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. But at the end of the day, although that is what the scripture told us, what our parents told us, but at the end of the day, we need to have a smooth transaction. I always tell my students this one, especially those na, ano na, hindi naman sa part na, hindi naman sa part na mga away ka. Kasi at the end of the day, you still don't know if you're correct. Sometimes, eto I want you to think about this. Sometimes, yes, it's true. Ang ating, we need to communicate what we want. We need to say what we want this particular time. True yan. I understand. Good kayo dyan. But, as sometimes then, the truth is not yet observed. Nagalit ka, pinagalitan mo siya, and then you realize you're wrong. Ang hirap bawiin. And minsan yon hindi mo siya makikita agad-agad. And then you will just tell the person, sorry, mali ako. But you've already said the words that hurt the person. And maybe if you're managing the team, bugsak na yung team. Moral ng team because of you. And you will just say, I'm sorry, I thought, isn't it? So you need to understand that sometimes it's also wise to hold your tongue and sort things first. Hindi sa, magkaiba kasi baka minsan sabihin nyo, ganon, ba't di ka nagsasabi, duwag ka ba? It's not about duwag, but it's about, you need to know when to speak. Is your facts right? And sometimes, even if you think, tama naman to eh, this is a credible source, but still you think, and my dear students, always remember this. Each person have their own story. Minsan, ang isang tao, they don't speak, they do not tell lies. Hindi sila nagsisinungaling. But the problem is, the point of view is different. That's why you need to know, especially you become a teacher, you need to understand that before you speak, before ka magalit, you need to check first. Mahirap kasing bawiin. Nagalit ka. Mga estudyante kayo, mga walang hiya kayo. Mga gano'n, mga walang hiya kayo, kapal ng mukha nyo, bakit yung pinayak si Ma'am Den? Parang gano'n, di ba? Secondary lang, ano? And then, you didn't realize, naiyak nga si, okay, kunwari natin, Ma'am Joy, ayan, ba't pinayak si Ma'am Joy? Kaya kunwari nagalit ako kasi your advisor. Hindi na kayo nahiya, ang kakapal ng mukha ninyo. Gano'n, di ba? Kunwari yun ang sena. Tapos, sinabihan ko kayo ng gano'n. Sakit. Tapos sinabihan Ma'am Day ng gano'n. Hindi mo ba alam yung story? Minsan may gano'n tayo, no? So I asked Ma'am Joy, iyak siya kasi ganito. That's her point of view. At tinatry natin hindi maging objective as a teacher. Ay maging subjective. Okay, tama. Tama ka dyan, Ma'am Joy. Tama, mali sila. Mali ang mga 1A na yan. Instead na sigawan ko kayo, I asked you, okay, what happened? Please tell me what happened. Bakit umiyak si Ma'am Joy? Just tell me direct. And be an open mind, no? Sana sinabi niyo, Ma'am, kasi po, Ma'am Joy said harsh words. And very below the belt to my classmates. Very hurt. And as a student, I think we have the right not to be hurt. And in the student handbook, ganyan-ganyan. Pwede. And my Ma'am Joy is out of the line. Boom. At least right now, ha? Sinabi ni Ma'am Joy yan sa inyo? Bakit niya sinabi yun? Hindi pwede yan. Imagine, if for example, I did the first scenario, nagalit ako lahat sa inyo, di dalawa pa kaming problema, di ba? Dalawa pa kaming mapapa-dean's office. Na si Ma'am Joy at ako, napa-dean's office pa nga. And the worst part of it is not actually being in a dean's office. For me, that's not the worst part. The worst part is you guys, the first year students, I didn't ask your opinion. Hindi ko kayo kinausap. Which is wrong. As your advisor, I need to be in the middle. I need to check what happened. At ang hirap. But again, without this kind of thoughts na mali kayo. That's why you need to hold your tongue. It's wise to hold your tongue and use it when it's necessary. Sometimes, minsan meron tayong pinapago. Or minsan, pinagpapaliban. Like for example, not now. I'll talk to you 1A later. When everything is not hot anymore, you need to cool down. Sometimes our anger needs to cool down. So it's part of the mental process. Now, language is a cognitive process is often illustrated as the workings of the brain, especially when we are alone. When we are buried in our deep contemplations, we seem to have an incessant stream of internal speech. Most likely, we respond to our thoughts. I actually talk to myself. We have this internal and external communication. Inter and intercommunication, so internal. Have you talked to yourself? That's my question to you. Nakausap mo na ba yung sarili mo? How is she? Or sometimes when you contemplate for something, what are the things that you do? For example, right now, I saw this Facebook post or Pinterest that has this one. I think nasa phone ko ata yun. But anyways, yeah, sa phone ko nga. But it's a brain dump. Kung makita. It's a brain dump. It's like on your notebook. So, for example, ito. For example, a notebook, ayan, you have there a brain dump. So, sa brain dump, you're about to write the things that is in your brain, crowded in your brain, very crowded. And then there's another part, things to do. Like, it's the sorted version of the things you do. Brain dump versus things to do. So, isa yun sa mga natin. Kasi minsan, sobrang dami natin kailangan gawin. And we're overwhelmed about it. So, kasama siya sa nangyayari sa your mental process. Now, the more we think further, the more we unconsciously think aloud. This is because language is a central part of human consciousness. The brain is such a gift that if it is capable of decoding abstract symbols and translating them into concrete symbols of sounds and structure of words. So we need to think and think. Kaya nga we always have to think before you click. Think before you click. Think before you say the words. Now, as eduk teachers, we need to think before we click. Kung mapapansin ninyo, dapat ang eduk teachers ay hindi tayo for example, sa walang pasok. This is a touchy subject for everyone. But, higher years, although they keep on saying that ang sarap ng walang pasok. Ang sarap ng walang pasok. Diba? May mga ganun eh. Pero actually, hindi masarap ang walang pasok. Why? Right now, bagyo. Before you say, thank God, magsusopas ako. Thank God, magchachampurado ako. Look around you. Maybe in your house, it's dry. But other place, puro lunod. When you post that on Facebook, you will be insensitive. Because this rainy season, this is not cuddle weather. This is not sopas weather. There is a typhoon. And if you will tell and share everyone, I'm so happy, pwede ako mag-snuggle, ayoko mag-alarm clock. It's very insensitive of you. So you need to think, why are you posting? Especially if you're handling a Facebook page na for the ganong reason, for Facebook, hindi siya personal, but an organization. You need to think before you click. Before mong siraan yung ibang tao sa Facebook, ito lagi kong sinasabi, my dear students. When you are in a relationship, as much as possible, do not throw your partner. For example, may cheating. Ito may cheating. Nag-cheat si partner kay partner. Ang kakapal ng mukha ninyo, mga hype, gano'n. Sobrang, tapos kinunta mo. Tapos in-unfriend mo, binlock mo, lahat, mga friends mo. And all the bad words you've told that person. Okay. And then next, sorry na. Alam mo naman na mahal kita. So, at naging kayo ulit. Now, what I'm saying is, huwag ka mag-post agad. Kasi, ang mga mangyayari sa tao ay pinatawad ulit. Mga ganun, di ba? Pinatawad ulit ang mo. Usually, mga ganong words, no? So, we need to think before you click. And you do not post anything yet, even sa Twitter. Because you still don't know if you're in the height of kung anong gagawin mo afterwards. So, please refrain from posting while you're mad. Because sometimes you don't know what will happen after that. Pwede kang makaso, pwede kang malibel, pwede kang whatever it is. So, pwede kang magkaroon of something. Now, after the mental process, language is also defined as linguistic communication. Most people are very particular with the spelling of the words, the vocabulary command, and the structure control of the particular language. Now, my dear students, I know that maybe when you were young, your teacher told you, it's okay as long as you tell something, di ba? As long as you do this, as long as you do that, okay lang kung mali-mali. But as a language, no. We need to at least very good when it comes to grammar. Why? My dear English majors, why? Because you will teach your students grammar. Kayo po ay gagawa ng grammar activities. And kapag hindi po maayos ang inyong grammar, paano niya sila i-correct? I know we keep on saying that although we need English for job opportunities. And the more we say na, hindi, okay lang yan. Okay lang naman po yan na hindi tayo magaling sa English. No! You are depriving the opportunity of your students. Kayo, for example, sinasabi ko kunwari ng mga English, di okay lang yan. We don't need this kasi wala naman tayong My dear, board exam po, kailangan ninyo. At in English po iyon. You need your comprehensive Shenlin sa buhay ninyo. Okay. For that, you will have an assignment. Not each of you, don't worry. This is by friend. Sure. Joke lang, wag nang by friend. So go back to your groups. You are 5 in a group. Isa sa inyong magiging assignment 1. Okay. So, wait lang. Ayun yung gumana. So, 1. So, your assignment for introduction to linguistics is this, right? Number 1, I want you, per group, we have 5 groups, isn't it? So, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have 5 groups. Now, in the first 5 groups, I want you to make, okay, so an activity. Make an activity about grammar. Just a very, very few grammar activity. Like for example, just 5 items that your classmates will do. Make sure that you have answer, Okay? And put it on your notebook. On your notebook. So, lahat kayo on your notebook ilalagay. Okay? So, all of you, you will make, per group to ha, you will make an activity. So, about grammar, 5 items on your notebook. Yung answer, wag niyong ilalagay sa notebook ninyo. Do not put that on your notebook, the answer. There's a grammar activity, no answer. Okay? No answer. Grammar activity sa notebook with directions, no answer. Okay? Grammar activity sa notebook, 5 items, no answer. But of course, you need to know that what's the answer. Now, for group number 1, dun tayo sa orientation, I want you to give me activities about noun. Any activity, a 5-item activity, group 1, noun. Group 2, verb. Any activity about verb, 5 items, put it in your notebook doon sa part ng lecture. Okay. Next, number 3, adjective order. Number 3, adjective order. So, ano yung pinagkakasunod-sunod ng adjectives? Meron yan. May order dapat ng adjectives. Okay? So, 5 item, adjective order sa group number 3. Number 4, modals. Modals. Hindi models. Modals. The can, could, would, should. And number 5, preposition. Okay, so we have 5 groups. So noun, group 1, group 2, verb, 3, adjective order, 4, modals, and group 5, preposition. So yan. Just 5-item activity without answer. But of course, each of you, you must know your answer. Alright? So, nakalagay siya sa notebook and of course, in cursive. Now, they see language fluency in people who are very good at playing with their words and arranging the words into sentences under the prescribed grammar of a particular language. So in English, we have lots of grammar order. Like, for example, we have parts of speech, subject and verb agreement, pronoun antecedent agreement, the adjective order. So we need to know that in order to be good in grammar, of course. This is because language is a linguistic communication. Dahil dyan. Now, on your notebooks again, activity number 1, write your supposedly, this is spelling. Supposedly. Kaya hindi ko may bigay sa inyo. For example, this one. This is IPA symbol. Dapat babasahin ko na lang sa inyo, but I cannot. So, the proper spelling is dito. Charcuterie, ingenious, gobbledygook, logoria, and sacrilegious. Kaya hindi ko siya maibigay sa inyo because of these activities. Kaya lang ngayon, pinalitan natin. Ito dapat to spelling to sa klase ninyo. So, language as linguistic communication perceive a set of signs and system of symbols grounded on pure arbitrary concords. Now, although the organization of language varies from speakers to speakers of different languages, there's a generic setup that sounds form into words as words make up phrases, clauses, and series of indefinite and meaningful sentences. Now, arbitrary. So when we say arbitrary, ano kayang ibig sabihin ng arbitrary? Naalala niyo pa ba? Can you still remember the meaning of arbitrary? Okay, baka mamali ako. So when we say arbitrary, it is based on random thoughts or no, rather the personal within. Like for example, chance. Like for example, this one is a arbitrary conduct. So symbols on pure arbitrary concords. So they are mali ako. Okay. So we use language depending on what we need. So arbitrary. So wala siyang very random siya. We use this vary to vary and vary and vary. It varies whether why we want to use it. The next one is culture shapes. They always express them through language Thus, language is intertwined by culture. Each of us have different culture. For instance, in terms of honorifics, in the Philippines, we address teachers generally as ma'am or sir, to be followed by the last name. But we also address ma'am, Mr., Mrs. So each schools, sa private schools, dapat talaga Mr. and Miss. Yun ang safe and yun ang formal. But because ma'am, ba yan? So we use honorifics yan. We also emphasize the civil status of genders, such as Miss, Mrs., and Mr., and the last name of the teacher. However, cultures like of the Koreans uses sangnim in addressing the teacher, since the word nim is generally term for respect. Right. So the language of LGBT is also quite specific in their culture. Their language is described to be very flexible, and they use new jargons and codes that only they understand, thus representing the culture that they form. So mga LGBTQ, marami silang mga words. A while ago, nalilito na nga din ako, ano ba yung mga words na yun? And in addition to that, language is indeed culture defined as a sword. It is time to return to viewing language as culture because language is social institution. Now, dito sa mga to sa culture shape, each culture have their own ways of using the language. Even in Philippines, each your culture, meron siyang iba't iba tayong ways of using the language as well. So yeah, language viewed by structuralists, transformationalists, functionalists, and interactionists. So structuralists view language as a structure system with a specific framework. What does it mean? So since may mga framework sila, hindi ka pwedeng lalabas doon. Language as a system possesses a structure that it governs the aspect of every element of a whole. The structures of language concretely make up the total concept behind the surface meaning. So, for example, you see the word, I saw him standing, I saw him standing behind the door. So let's say that you are picking, so yung galing ititig, I saw him standing behind the door. Now, depending on the situation, the meaning of that is different. For example, I saw him standing in front of the door, and that is your lover or your crush. Oh my God, I saw him standing on the floor in the door. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see him. It's one. What if God? It's already 1 a.m. I saw him standing on the door. God, he's a killer! He's a killer. My God, killer pala siya. Namatay na pala. Yun pala ang problema natin. Killer pala yung nandoon. Another thing, I saw him standing at the back of the door. Kita mo, Shopee delivery! Okay, so you're very excited. Here's my order. So we read between the lines of words. Depende yan. Anong meaning yan? Right? It's not just one. Now, understanding the concept and structure of language is looking into different subsets and how this coexist and fit into the overarching language configuration. A structuralist teacher provides drills and activities where students are required to analyze the pattern of sound. So drills usually are repeated words. Like for example, okay everyone, subject and verb agreement, sentence pattern tayo, SLVC. Sa subject, linking verb, complement. So pag subject, SLVC pattern, she is cute. Sa subject and complement eh. So SLVC, she is cute. Next, give me another one. She is beautiful. Okay, she is cute. She is beautiful. Oh, make it a male gender. He is handsome. So yun, parang may drill siya. Yun yung drills. Now, the configuration of word of formations, the arrangement of the words in the sentences, structuralist teachers focus on the student master of the codes and system of language. So structuralist sila, so you need to understand, you need to master the code, you need to master it. Ima-master mo siya every day, every day, every day, lagi. As in, kahit di mo siya naiintindihan, per se, the meaning, you don't care about the meaning, you care about the structure. Okay, you need to memorize this one because it's very important. Ayan, so yun yun. Now, learning language is putting all the pieces together because they are interrelated. And they describe language as consistencies, patterns, and rule. That's why language system is semiotic, or it is full of symbols that we patch up together to create one language. So yeah. Now, it is composed of speech, sound randomly assigned to the object and ideas to which they pertain for human communication. It may not make sense to other beings, no, not human beings, but it may not make sense to animals, but it makes sense for human communication. They specifically view language as a means of communication, primarily vocal, random or arbitrary, and a system of systems. Ayan. Now, done with the structuralist, now with the transformationalist. It is a generative and creative process. Kasi nga, transformationalist. So, transform. Language pervades creativity since it is abstract and has more reflective elements. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? They maintain the sight of language as an actual knowledge and use that language is internalized when language atmosphere is provided. Transformationally see language creativity as competence and transformation. Why? Because humans are inventive, which allows them to produce new combination of words that sa dami na nating nababago. No? Kala natin, ma'am, the dictionary is usually updated. And every year there's a new word. Humans learn and use the language more successfully through continuous exposure to the language used around them. Sometimes a child picks up the language by means of internalization to the previous of true language atmosphere. It was given by the parents. So iba, bawat child that you are exposed with different language from your parents, iba-iba siya. Language is knowledge and competence, and this can be internalized by using a unified approach to learn the language. As Chomsky would say, it is a system for free expression of thought, essentially independent of stimulus control, need satisfaction, or instrumental purpose. Regardless of what you want, human beings are created. That's why a teacher allows students to use the language in a creative way by using their innate multiple intelligence to be creative at the same time utilize the language. So transformationalist, since we are using the creativity of the students, the teachers give role-playing activities or games so that they could use it parang and sometimes more on explanation about themselves. That's why I could say that I'm a transformationalist teacher because I love these activities, role-playing scenarios in which you could use the language, and I love vision boards and other activities. So they view language as mental, innate, universal, and creative. Thus, all humans are capable of mastering it. Now, we have an activity notebook. Okay? So on your notebook, this is your second activity for today. But this one is different. 6 to 10 naman to. Kanina 1 to 5, no, may pinagawa akong activity sa inyo. 6 to 10. 6 to 10 naman. Okay. So 6 to 10 kasi, we have this Gen Z Alpha slang. Gen Z Alpha slang. So now, since ito dapat activity ninyo sa school that you will define, alin dito yung mga Gen Z Alpha slang, this time, bahin natin. I want you to research 5 Gen Z Alpha slang, and then make sure that you remember that, write down your notebook the different slang, and then your classmate later they will answer it. So kasama yun sa mga sasagutan. But research for 5 Gen Z alpha slang. So when we say delusional, what does it mean? Sa Gen Z alpha slang, we have excitement, lie, upset, good or cool. Sige. Habang tingnan nyo, what is the meaning of that? May alam ba kayo sa Gen Z Alpha? Don't worry, you'll be knowing the different meaning of delusional, excitement, lie, upset. So I'll give you 5 counts for that. Or you could pause this one. So habang iniisip nyo, ano bang ibig sabihin ito? You are Gen Z, so maybe you heard this one. Okay, so we have 5 counts. Now, we have Delulu, Yeats, Cap, Salty, and Gucci. Yeah, so yun yung mga words. So when we say delusional, Delulu. Excitement, Yeats. Lie, Cap. Salty, upset, or good and cool, Gucci. Now your turn. I want you to write Gen Z, 5 Gen Z terms like this one, Delulu, Yeet, Cap, Salty, and Gucci on your notebook. Gen Z alpha slangs. Without the meaning, my dear. Without the meaning. Okay. Now, so we are done with the transformationalists and structuralists. Now we have the functionalists. Language is an instrument for communication and a vehicle for expression. They argue that structures can be best analyzed when referred to the functions they carry out in a communicative context. Because language is acquired, produced, used, and structured for interactions, language is a part of the social, semiotic, and interdependent relationship. It is more than a set of sentences. It is a text, discourse, and exchange of meanings in an interpersonal context. A functionalist teacher provides authentic tasks that will allow her or his students to use the language and attain the function of interaction. Using the language of members of the community, such as the students are allowed to express their emotions, persuade people, ask, and give information. So dito kilala si Michael Halliday because he's a functionalist. He confirmed that language potentially creates not only meaning but also society. This is fully achieved when it used to functional communication. When we say functional communication, it involves meta and micro functions where one language is used by children as means of exploring the language skills and the environment, and the other is to transmit and create interaction. Since it is functionalist, we could say that a functionalist teacher would allow the students to use this and help them to understand meaning. Although we could say that meron tayong role playing for this one, but for example, a functionalist activity would be this. You can still have role playing, but not hindi sa kasi creative way eh. But for this one, you will use a role playing event like, for example, okay, class, this is the first activity. I want you to know how to introduce yourself when you are in a board meeting. For example, you're presenting. Or for example, how do you answer interview questions? Ayun. So example siya ng functionalist because the kids will know this. The kids will be a help. You will help the kids the role playing will help them to visualize what they will do sa class doon sa in real life scenarios nila. So isa 'yon. So language naman, yan yung functionalist. Okay, so for interaction or pwede okay, my dear students, I want you to write a letter. Ang letter na to would be you will excuse yourself because you excuse yourself to your teacher. Ayun, pwede yon. So, functionalist yon. Kasi tinuro mo sila kung paano gumawa ng letter, the proper way of writing a letter. So, yun. Now, interactionalist. So, tapos na tayo sa structuralist, transformationalist, and functionalist. Nandun na tayo sa pang-apat. Interactionist. Language as product of human development. Communicate with another to acquire the language anyone desire. So ngayon, interactionalist ay kailangan because it helps you to the social interaction. So makikipag-usap ka. So interactionalist. This is easier because it means that because of the language, it will allow you to communicate and interact with people. Like, for example, you with your teachers, you will interact it, you with your classmates, you with the person that you want to be with. Like, for example, you were suitor ka. Minsan lang yung sa suitor, it's not about, one thing is the handsome face or, well, kasi nga suitor, usually lalaki or beautiful face. But the another thing that makes the difference is how you interact. Minsan 'di ba sabi niyo, "Grabe 'no, ang tsaka ng face pero ang ganda ng girlfriend." Or versus, "Grabe 'no, ang tsaka ng face ni girl pero ang pogi ni boyfriend." Maybe because it's not about the beauty anymore. It's about how you interact with people. You know, this is the difference between since galing kayo sa high school and now you're college. There's a difference in college level and also okay, I will tell you this, no? High school, it's important to have looks, regardless of your ugali. Parang yung mga bata kasi, because of media or whatsoever, they prefer gangsters like that. The gangster ugali, parang, oh, you're so hot because the more na, parang good boy, parang hindi siya okay eh. Parang you want someone na parang, wow, you're so astig, you're so cool, I like you. Ganon. Sa babae naman, wow, she's so beautiful. She looks pure. She looks like an angel. I like her so much. That's how it is. We use looks during high school, elementary, kung nagjowa ka na ng LM. Para, nandun ka. Next, college. College is a different level because, yes, we look for the looks, pero hindi masyado. Kasi, if you will be with someone na parang ay, hindi ka na nag-aaral, parang gano'n. Magagalit kasi yung daddy ko 'pag hindi ka nag-aaral, eh, or yung mommy ko. Parang ano, ang hirap 'pag kunwari nag-aaral ka, "Hala, hindi ako nag-aaral." Kailangan it's either tapos na or nag-aaral din. So, academic is very important during that age. Grades somehow is also important in that age because you don't know where you will go. And this one as well, car. Yung age ninyo, 'pag meron kang sasakyan agad or may motor ka agad, it's part eh. It's part na, ay mayaman yung family nito, hindi ako magugutom. This too, very important na. Nagiging ano siya eh, minsan may mga kilala ko hindi naman gwapings or alam mo kakaiba yung ugali, pero may sasakyan, kaya babae feeling flattered. Nabibigyan siya ng bulaklak, nabibigyan siya ng ano, ng gano'n. Sometimes it's a plus factor, this too. But when you work, it's different. Because when you work, all of you, ibang usapan na yan. Wala nang pogi, wala nang maganda. Kasi kapag doon ka lang nag-focus, minsan, wala ka nang ibang may offer. Just your face. Really? Just your face? Anong mapapala ko dyan? Nagtatrabaho, lalo na sa babae, tumataas yung standards nila. I'm working. So, kung pogi ka lang, tapos hindi ka pa hindi ka nagtatrabaho, tas hindi pa ano mangyayari sa akin? Pagtatrabaho ko for you? Sayang naman yung college degree ko. Bakit ako papatol sa'yo? So, may mga ganong areas. So, pagka-graduate, it's a different story. Because, kaya ko sinasabi sa inyo, sa interaction and this, kasi, having a job or having a business is important when it comes to getting married or having a strong relationship. Kasi aside sa ugali, you also need to know how to communicate with your partner para magtagal siya. Like, right now, nasa point tayo ng life natin na madaming nagdi-divorce, madaming naghihiwalay, and whatsoever. Because of different issues. Now, as a married couple, the problem is, yung mga nagkakaanak, sometimes the kids will feel left out if wala si parent. Or even if nandyan si parent, ang problema naman ay nandyan siya but not present. Or maybe, ang nandun na tayo sa para we reason out the things na hinahanapan na natin ng butas yung partner natin. para makawala tayo. Pero wala naman. So, usually, parents, at saka dati kasi, ang mga babae, it's not being pero kasi before kasi, ang mga babae, they're required to stay with their partner, regardless kung anong gaspang ng ugali niya. Kasi babae siya. Right now, it's different. It's different because they don't care about that anymore. Anong stay your face. Alis ako. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Women empowerment. Parang gano'n. So, ngayon, hindi ka na magsistay doon sa fucked up relationship. Sorry for the term. But, that's why, a man and a woman, and regardless of any gender, a partner, sorry, wala palang gender. Wala na ring gender ngayon. Partners, couples, must know how to interact with their couples in order for this marriage to stay. In order for this relationship to stay. Yan ang kailangan yung matutunan. You need to know how to communicate with that. Kasi kapag di ka na-communicate, hindi mo na ilabas yun sa isip mo. Siyempre, you don't feel wanted, you don't feel beautiful or handsome, or you're neglected, you'll really look for someone else. I'm not saying that tama yung ginagawa nila. What I am saying is in every family, it's healthier if in a relationship, you could easily communicate what you want in a manner na hindi na diminish yung isang tao. Pati sa pagpalaki ng anak. Kasi ang hirap ng yes, you stay or you don't stay, pero ang pangit ng interaction ninyo, makaka-apekto siya sa bata. I'm more concerned of the kids because they're the future of the whole universe, the kids. So, importante that they came from a healthy family. Napaka-importante. Now, according to Vygotsky, language developed through social interaction. It's when a child interacts with adults, he or she potentially learns a language because language play a very important role in the child's development. Now, in language, you will, in playing, that's why it's important that you expose your kid, not just, I'm not saying not totally, but not just in iPads, in Android phones, or internets. But it could be a combination of you playing with kids because they will learn something from you. It's very important that parents would spend time for their kids in order for them to see how their kids are growing. I know that parents have a hard time for that because some of them are going to different places and whatsoever. But of course, they need also to be responsible enough to be with their kid, to check what's wrong with their kid. Kasi at the end of the day, if the kid will not be a good kid, hindi na nila maibabalik yung nakaraan. Smart. Now, it also means that more child uses language, according to Vygotsky, the better his brain functions. Kaya makikita natin ang bawat bata, may mga kakaiba silang habit na nakukuha nila sa parents nila. Iba yung mga batang alaga ng magulang. Not saying na, my dear, don't get me wrong. Hindi yung alaga na pinapakain lang, pinapa-iPad and whatsoever. Iba yung na yung magulang talaga nag-effort to talk to the kid, nag-effort talaga na bigyan ng environment si kid na magfa-function talaga yung brain ni kid. Magkaiba kasi yun. Magkaiba na nandun ka pero cellphone ka ng cellphone at hinahayaan mo yung bata mong maglaro. Iba po yung upo ka, nilalaro mo yung bata. Magkaiba po yun. It's really different. So, it's really hard to become a parent. So hard. And sometimes, adults run and they don't take responsibility. For adults, communication is the primary purpose of using the language, but once it is mastered, it becomes inner speech and internalized. Now, this view supported also by Jerome Bruner. He believed that the language is a symbolic illustration of a person's intellectual development. He noted that learning the language is active process and done through interactions. Okay, so Okay. So this part, I cannot give you the true or false kasi nga, well, it's different. So you could just check this out. Tingnan nyo kung ano yung tamang sagot. So, skip natin siya. But be ready for your quiz kasi pa-part 8 quiz natin. Okay. So, I'll be posting this one. This is another session kasi, hindi, isama na natin, no? Siguro, pasensya. So, konti na lang naman, matatapos na tayo dito. So, nature and characteristics of language. So, what are the different characteristics of language? 1, it is learned. 2, is related to the culture of society. 3, species specific, uniform and unique to humans. 4, system. 5, vocal. 6, skill subject. 7, means of communication. And 8, arbitrary. Now, my dear students, when we say that language is learned, we learned it when we were an infant using the sound process that was taught by our parent. Or maybe we have observed. Okay. So that is language acquisition. Sorry. Language acquisition is what we acquire when we are learning from our parent. Like for example, sa bahay, English yung salita. Remember I have a cousin, yung asawa niya kasi French. So the kid learned English, Tagalog, French. Tatlo. Tapos Bisaya yung lola. 4 languages was spoken. They learned it. They acquired it. But language is different. Language learned is different. Language is what you're using as teaching. Language learned started when you attended school. The teacher is using the language as a mode of instruction. Therefore, the kid will now study the language. Yun yung language learned. When you watch a TV show, used where the characters seem unfamiliar at first, however, you continue watching repeatedly and gradually you acquainted with the language. You learned the language, but the meaning, baka kasi malito kayo, acquired. You acquired the language. But you've learned the language from there, from Netflix, from YouTube, well, from Coco Martin, Coco Melon, and also from Miss Rachel. Language is something that is learned through the exposure and practice. Language is genetically programmed in our brains to make distinctions at every sounds and things and activities and notions. Language acquisition is produced through active learning and repetitive actions. Language learning, therefore, is behavioral and learned through an effort. Language acquisition, on the contrary, is different. Basta tandaan nyo to. Language acquisition is na-acquire mo siya without you putting an effort. Like for example, na-acquire ng bata yung words na mga first few words niya, not because it was being taught, but because she heard it, it registers, acquired yun. But language learned naman is different because it is when you put an effort. Like for example, you memorize the words, that's why you understand it. Pag nag-effort ka, language learned yun. Language also is related to culture of the people. Related siya because different people have different orientations and they speak differently. You might be wondering why you love having friends to share common language with you. When you share, kasi it's easy for you to share and to talk to them. That's why you like friends to have common. And gestures also is very important. The Indian like that. You. Yes, yes. So it's also part of that. It's culture based. Going back with this one, it's actually very easy. It is number 3, species specific, because language cannot be used by animals. It is only unique to humans. Hindi pwede magsalita ang aso. Right, Shnawi? Nakapagsalita ka ba? Hindi daw. System, we already discussed that, is a system of systems because we have used different Like for example, syntax natin, ano, kasama dyan yung grammar, everything. May system tayo when we write words. That's why pare-pareho tayo, pumunta ka sa iba't ibang bansa nagsispeak ng English, we have this same system of systems. Vocal and still subject, means of communication, and random. So that is the thing that you need to remember in language. Now, my dear students, I'll stop sharing that. And now, you're on your own. So make sure that you have your assignments with you. And the next time that we will discuss, I will actually have another recording kasi next week I won't be around. I'll try to be around next week because may seminar kami. But it's either but I think siguro hindi. Hindi tayo magkikita next week. So I'll be recording another session, and the following week you will have a quiz for this topic. Itong PowerPoint na to. Itong hanggang dito. Yung susunod iba. Hindi ko naman siguro matapos iba. Okay? So yun lang. Maraming salamat. I'll be stop recording. Thank you very much and have a great day.